What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and I am here today with the review for Rated to Love Season 6, Episode 2, you guys. The episode is titled First Kiss, you guys. So, before we go ahead and jump into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other on my channel and you guys aren't subscribed, then I need you guys to do me that solid favor and stop taking me out on this date, having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and by sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's discuss Ready to Love, shall we? All right, you guys. So this week, it is the mixers. I got some news for you guys. So Looney, she tested positive for COVID, so she will not be joining us this week. But fellas, this week, you guys will be sending one of these non-beautiful ladies home this week. So that's that. So we see that everyone, they're at the mixer, they're at bar 1. So Cherise and both Dominica are, trying to go around and trying to figure out, like, hey, why were they in the bottom? I will say they had different approaches to it. Dominica just was going up straight up asking people, why was she in the bottom? Cherise was doing a different spin on it. I think Cherise was like, you know what? I was in the bottom too. Let me try to be softer and a little bit more sweet with them. Because she went to everybody. But she was really rude to the girls. So at one point, Randall had some of the ladies sitting around him, right? So she went up to him, she's like, oh, they're serving you like you're a king. And then Shakira said something to her, and she said, you go talk to someone else. Baby, I would have cussed her. Jesus, I would have cussed her out. So then we see Brandy. So Brandy is talking to Mike. So it's Brandy, and it is, I forget what her name is. It starts with the K. No, it's not. Brandy and one of the other girls, I forget her name. We'll get them eventually, guys. But Brandy was talking to Mike, and she asked him. So Mike has kids, right? So Mike was telling him how old his kids were. She asked Mike, like, do you want to have any more kids? I'm like, shit, I would hope he won't. Like, if my kids are almost grown, baby, there is no way that I would sit and say, let me have some more kids. No. So April, that's who she was sitting with. She was sitting with April. So April, we see her and she's talking to Justice. So she asks Justice, like, hey, do you want to be married? He says, cosmically, he wants to be in a space cosmically where, he wants to cosmically be in a space beyond what they can imagine. I was like, what kind of dribble is that? Because that made no sense to me. Okay. Justice go off. I don't know what the ladies see in Justice. I don't know what they see in Justice, but hey, they see something in him. I don't see it. Don't see it, you guys. Literally. So next up, you guys, we see Trinika. So Trinika is talking to Randall. So also, you guys, Trinika. So she was in the comments last week. So you guys, she might jump in the comments this week. If you guys see her in the comments, make her feel welcome. So Trinika, she's talking to Randall, and when you look at Randall, guys, tell me I'm not the only person that sees Randall from Recess. But Randall, they're talking, so they're connecting with each other. I think she said that, what did she say? They're both awkward. I was like, okay, I see it. So he told her, this dress is doing it for me. I was like, okay, the dress is doing it for you. I guess, I don't have no issues with that. Because actually, I didn't even see what the dress looked like, so I can't really just say the dress was nice or not. I don't know. Didn't see it. But he said the dress was doing it for him. I was like, okay, if the dress is doing it for you, the dress is doing it for you. Child, then Devin. Devin is talking about how he doesn't like to be sweaty or sticky and sitting still outside. Devin, please go away. I really want Devin to go somewhere, you guys. I really, truly want Devin to go somewhere. So Shakira and Samson, they're talking, and he's asking Shakira about her upbringing. So her mother is military and her father was in law enforcement. So he's asking her, how is she raising her son? So she says that, when she said coming up, she said that for her being raised, she was raised and it was very, strict. No, Yeah, he did ask her about her son. He actually no. What he asked her was he asked her, you know, aside from her son, what is she grateful for? And she says she doesn't know because she's just starting her life over and she feels like she just got a second chance. And it took her a while to admit that her marriage wasn't working because nobody really wants to no one gets married to get divorced, or get a divorce. So I did jump ahead of myself just a little bit, but we'll piggyback to it in a little bit when they go on their date. So then next up we see Kayla. So Kayla, when it comes to Kayla, I will say one thing about Kayla is Kayla, she's a little, I don't want to, I'm not, she's not aggressive. I'm not going to say that. She is, she's a, I guess we could say a straight shooter. So Kayla says that when she's single, she is dating multiple people. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Justice says no. He if he's spending money, he only dates until he says he only dates until he's interested. And then I beg the question of how do you know that you're interested in a person if you don't date people? That doesn't make sense. What he said made absolutely no sense. I know probably in his brain he thought it sounded like just, I don't know what he thought. Maybe he thought it sounded poetical. I don't know, but it sounded stupid. Let's keep it real. So Dominica, she's still asking the men about her man in the bottom. She's talking to Mike. So then Cherise brings her ass over and she says, "Well, turn the volume down." You know what the thing about Cherise that I don't like is Cherise is the type of girl, not even type of girl. Cherise is the type of person that she's fair. She has lighter skin, and I feel like with Cherise is probably she's always been told, "Oh, you're so pretty. Oh, you're so pretty." I think Cherise has that light skin, pretty girl syndrome, and it's been something that she's been used to her entire life. I feel like that's what it is with Cherise. That's all I get from Cherise is light skin, pretty girl syndrome. So Tommy then pulls the men aside. So he asks the men, who are they feeling? So Randall says he likes Trinika. Swayze says he likes Cadian. What I can't get past with Swayze, them eyebrows, that mustache, and that hair. I can't get past it. He looks like Mr. T. So Devin says, Cherise. Of course you like Cherise. Cherise doesn't like your son, and neither do you. So then Tom says, well, who are the red flags? So some people say Katie and some people say Kayla. That was Justice who said Kayla. Some people say Jamala. So Tom asks, well, so Dominica and Cherise, they were in the bottom last time. Have they opened up to you gentlemen? And each guy basically says when it comes to Dominica just gives them sister vibes. I was like, ugh, sister vibes? Okay. So Randall says Cherise has changed, but he's not quite sure if it's, real and genuine. Let me give you the real deal. It ain't. Cherise is bullshitting y'all. And y'all, I want y'all to know that Cherise is going to be around until the end of the season. Let's just keep that a buck. Cherise is going to be around for a minute. So Cherise, like I said, Cherise has that pretty girl, light skin syndrome, and she thinks too highly of herself, and she is not that damn cute. Let's keep it 100% real with you. Actually, she's not cute. The more I look at her, she's not cute. But so they bring up her talking about Randall being a king, and she says she was joking. And I'm gonna come back to that. And I'm gonna put a pin in that. I'm gonna put a pin in that for right now, and then we'll come back to it. So Tommy comes out and tells the ladies, all right, so I need Dominica and Cherise to step forward. So the gentlemen have decided that Dominica, you're just not ready to love, baby. This is not for you. Your man is probably still out there, but he's not here. Okay. And in this scene, I noticed one thing. Jamala, your makeup is way too light. That's all I gotta say. I do want to say one thing. Some of the wigs that I'm seeing, are a no. The wigs, some of these wigs are just horrible. I mean, one wig in particular that stood out to me. Oh my God! At the end of when we got to the ladies' lounge, this wig that Shakira had on, I was like, girl, what is this synthetic thing with this invisible part? Girl, burn her, please. So Tom is told, all right, man. So the ladies now have the power to send one of you gentlemen home this week. Can we go ahead and make it Devin, please? But I'm gonna pause here, you guys, and we're gonna move forward. So, Jamala has her first one-on-one with Swayze, and again, haircut, eyebrows, mustache, no. So she asked him his feelings of love. He says to her he feels strongly about, love. This is his first time being single. So he's been in relationships before, and they've been serious relationships. So I think he said he was with his daughter, the mother of his daughter, for some time. Then he was in another relationship. So she says, so when did you get to know yourself? He says, well, I've been single for the last 3 years. I was like, okay, I guess. So yeah, he's been in serious relationships, and that's really it. So next up we have Shakira and Samson, you guys. So Shakira and Samson, they went out on a date with each other. And I want to point this out because somebody quote retweeted me last night after I tweeted about Shakira. So you guys know, Shakira is 37 years old. Shakira doesn't look 37 at all. Shakira looks younger than I am, and I'm 33. Shakira looks younger than me. Shakira looks like she is her late 20s, her early 30s. Well, I'm in my early 30s, but she looks like she has her face. The face card, girl, is given. You look young. So somebody was like, because I was like, Shakira doesn't look 37 at all. She looks good. And then somebody quote retweeted me saying, so are you saying that she looks better than most 30 or do people 37 look bad or something like that? That ain't what I said. Like, I don't like when people twist my words. If I didn't, I didn't say nothing backhanded. I didn't put no but in there. I said she doesn't look 37. She looks good. That is a compliment to her. That is me saying that I said she doesn't look 37. What the hell where in the hell, and I'm not mad. I just don't like when people do that. Mix my words up. Like, don't misconstrue what I said. I didn't say anything negative about anybody that's 37. I'm just saying if I saw Shakira on the street, I would have never guessed that Shakira was 37. I would have pegged her to be my age or slightly younger. And especially when she said she got a child, I'm like, girl, how old were you when you got pregnant? Because you look like you're in your 20s. Like she literally does look like she's in her 20s. She doesn't look like she's in her 30s to me. So please don't do that, you guys. I just ask you guys of that. So this is where he brought her aloe vera plant. And so he asked her, this is where he was talking to her about her upbringing, where her mom is in the military, her dad was law enforcement. And, she says that with her parents, she really couldn't do anything. So she's being a lot different with her son. And I like that. And I was like, okay, I can see the connection. And Samson, he's in his 40s. I'm like, okay, I would have thought Samson was like in his mid to late 30s. These people look good. I will say that. The one thing that I just got to say again is them goddamn cast photos. They are ugly. Hella ugly. And these people are beautiful. Some of them are. So let's pause here, you guys, and let's move forward. Next up, you guys, Cherise. So Cherise is doing Taco Tuesday, and baby, when I saw Cherise with them tacos, I think that food was catered, but the thing that threw me with Cherise was, so she was placing the food, right? She had her hands on one of the tacos. That should be the taco that you eat. If you're gonna put when you have a group of people, don't touch the food. That is nasty. I get that if you're hosting an event, Do not touch the goddamn on food. Like have it in a have it in a tray, so that way people can go and get it themselves, and have things for people to pick it up with, like tongs. That threw me when Cherise had her hands on the food. No, ma'am. I wouldn't have ate it. I would, but I wouldn't have went to. But me personally, I wouldn't have went to Cherise's place in the first place. I think Cherise is a nasty person. So, everyone showed up. I know LJ was there. Brandy was there. Devin showed up. She said he showed up empty-handed. I'm like, girl, he lied about a child. What the fuck do you expect? The bar should have been in hell, and you shouldn't have expected him to bring nothing. But it's Cherise. It is Devin, Brandy, LJ, Kadian, Trinika, Randall, and if I'm missing anybody else, you guys can tell me in the comments section. So Trinika and Randall, they showed up together. So Trinika, I'm guessing that Randall is the person that you are going to be pursuing this season. This is between me and you. See more people. I'm just saying, because I when it comes to, and I say this to say, I say that because we know how Rated to Love is. When a person sets their eyes on one person, that is a detriment to them, because we've saw it in Ready to Love past Joy and Clifton, Camille and Cornelius, Vernisha and Joelle. Expand, like, it's cool if he, and I know we always complain about, you know, people choosing their top person and their who's in their bottom, right? I have an issue with that. What I don't have an issue with is getting to know other people in the process, right? Because this is basically, this is a what you call them dates? What y'all call them date? Them speed dates, right? This is a speed date. So for Trinika and for all the other women and men, get to know. Hopefully, you guys get to know other people. But I think Trinika might get to know someone else because LJ was there. So LJ was talking to Trinika and he was talking to her. He remembered her drink of choice. It is rum and Coke. I'm not a dark liquor person. Oof. I don't know how y'all do dark liquor. Baby, I don't know how y'all do dark liquor. I can't do it. It is just something about dark liquor that is just not for me. I think the only thing that I can do in dark is, it ain't, what is it? I don't do whiskey because somebody gave me some whiskey once before and I drank it. I was like, this shit is nasty. Crown. And I don't even like Crown like that. Ugh. Better like Crown. But yeah, he remembered her drink. So I was like, okay. Don't let him sing to you. Don't let him sing to you. So Devin. I think it was Kadian who was talking to Devin, and she asked Devin, like, how long have you been single? Devin says he's been single for a year. I'm not shocked. She asked him, you know, were you the problem? He says, yes. She says, have you worked on yourself? He says, yes. She says, how have you worked on yourself? He says, I meditated. She says, kiss my ass, Devin. I was like, exactly. Kiss my ass and go to hell. So Brandy, I like you, Brandy. Girl, why do you keep asking people about babies? Why do we keep leading with babies? This is too soon to be talking about kids. Way too soon to be asking about kids. I mean, I get it. I get wanting to know, you know, what a person wants out of a relationship. I definitely get that, but you keep bringing up babies. It's like it sounds, just from the outside looking in, it sounds as if you like if I'm sitting here and I'm dating, you want to have kids? Say what? This is the first date. Why are we talking about kids? It's just giving that vibe. Like, why do you keep, like, you can, I think you could question, I think you could word your questions differently. You could say, okay, you know, like, how do you feel about children? You know, how do you feel about children? Do you like kids? Do you want to have children? You know, stuff like that. That's what you could say, instead of just flat out asking, do they want kids? Ugh. Just saying. Now this was confusing. Because she said that she's been single, right? She dated somebody last year. It was for 5 months. She said she was a girlfriend to someone who wasn't her boyfriend. Were you the side chick? And I'm not being funny because the way you said it, it sounds like you, and it sounds like you didn't know that you might have been the other woman. So, because it sounds like the guy that you were dating had a girlfriend or a wife or something, and he was dating you on the side, and you were none the wiser. Damn, that's fucked up. So, you guys, they bring up the King Randall thing again, and I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Cherise is not my favorite person, but I didn't find any offense in what Cherise said about Randall. She says she looks at herself as a queen and she just calls him a king. Again, Cherise is not my favorite person, but I didn't find it. Even Randall didn't like her calling him King Randall. I was like, really? Okay, I'm kind of confused by that, but that ain't got nothing to do with me, but okay. So, let's see. Child Devin says he is being intimate and romantic is not his forte, nigga. We know that. Ask your son. Ask your son. We know that. So I'm gonna pause here, you guys, and I'm gonna move forward. So Kayla is talking about how nervous she is because she doesn't really know these guys and she can't really send someone home. Girl, I got one name for you. It is Devin. Deadbeat Daddy No Daycare Devin. Send that mother home. So she has set up a group date. You guys, I gotta keep it real. You guys, I hate the group dates. You guys know that. I hate the group dates because we don't see much. So they went bowling. So it is Kayla, it is Swayze, it's Zoe, it's Shakira, and it's Jamala. So they're bowling. This is what I was saying earlier about, I can remember the word that I put, but it's right here in my notes. Kayla comes off way too serious. That's what it is with serious. She comes off serious. So Shakira and Zoe, we see a little bit of a budding connection between them. I'm like, okay, I like this. So Swayze, he was talking to Kayla, right? So she was asking him about his ex-girlfriend. So he says she was 38 and he's 30, right? So she asked, he tells her that they were together, they bought a house. She's like, so why is she not your wife? He says, she cheated on me. She was like, oh, my bad. So then Kayla is telling us about her ex and the fact that she was supposed to get married, but I guess he had a baby mama and she, god damn. So are the men in my, I had a strange feeling about this. I told you guys when I found out this show was going to be in Miami, I felt like Miami is going to be nothing but a bunch of, F-boys, and that's what I'm getting. Not these men, but I figured, well, some of them are F-boys. Devin. So she was supposed to get married to him. Then she was supposed to get married to before that. I'm like, girl, how many times were you engaged? She said that the guy didn't want to have kids. That one I'm okay with. I am okay with that you didn't go through with that marriage because he didn't want to have kids. That is something that I am okay with. I'm cool with that. Because you guys would have a relationship where there would be resentment on both sides. So yeah, save yourself that heartache. So Swayze and Zoe, they were bowling. He calls him Uncle Zoe, and then he says, look at him and look at me. Look at him and look at you. He looks better than you. If I were any of the women and they said you gotta pick between Swayze and Zoe. Zoe would be my choice if I was one of the women. So then he's talking about his age. I'm like, sir, you look the same age as him, if not older. Calm down. So you guys, let's pause here and wrap up the episode. All right, you guys, so we get to the ladies' lounge and oh God, Shakira, that wig, girl, that wig was blowing my spirit, girl. Oh, that wig. Burn her. So Tommy tells the ladies, so I heard that y'all been doing a lot more than just catching some suns this week. So They said, yeah, I've heard some of y'all have been catching some feelings. And they said, yeah, some of us have been kissing. All right, raise your hands if you've been kissing. Who been kissing? So Kayla raised her hand because she gave Zoe a peck on a lip or cheek. I think it was a cheek. So he asked them, who are you feeling? So Trinika said Randall. It was a few ladies that said Randall. A few of the ladies said Randall. A few of them said Swayze. Brandy says she likes Big Mike. Shakira says she likes Samson. And she broke down crying because, she says that Samson makes it feel like it's okay for her with being a single mother. Absolutely. There is nothing wrong with being a single mother. Nothing wrong with it. My mom was a single mom as well. So I uplift. That's why I am the way I am about women. I support women. I uplift women. I want to empower women. That's why I feel the way I feel about women, because of my mom and my grandmother, because they raised me different. They raised me to be a gentleman to women. And that's who I am, and that's who I will always continue to be until the day I'm gone. But yeah, I just really want her to lose that wig. That was it. Other than that, I got what she was saying. So this is a question. If Trinika, if you're watching this, can you tell me what happened to your hand? Like I've been noticed. I noticed it in last week's episode that you had the little brace on your hand. Like, what happened to your hand? I just want to know that. I want to know that. I mean, you don't have to tell. You don't have to say. I was just curious. So we get the eliminates, you guys. I'm just gonna go straight out and say it. Devin went home. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, Devin talking about how sweaty he is, sir. We don't want to, like, who wants to know that? And, So I know Katie was talking about him getting phone numbers. He's like, I got some of the men and the women's phone number. She's like, Devin, I don't give a damn about the men. That is why I'm so glad Devin went home, you guys. I am so glad Devin went home. Next up, can we just send Cherise home? But I just know, unfortunately, that Cherise is going to be around for quite some time, unfortunately. So that's it, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Oh, that big pig. I'm sorry, you guys. The news is on, and they had one of those Republican conventions here this weekend in Dallas, and you know who was there? And Ted Cruz, old spineless ass, was there, and I just saw him on the TV screen. Ugh, that spineless jellyfish. All right, you guys, that's Rated to Love. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notifications, you guys. Share the video, and until the next time, you guys, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. Socially distance. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And also, you guys, if you guys remember, I told you, if you see Trinika in the comment section, make her feel a part of the family and make her feel welcome. And I'll see you guys later.